said book bites. That was wrong. We're coming to you from the Scott County Public Library in Georgetown, Kentucky. I am Kelly. This is Miss Mary Lou.
Hello.
And today we are going to be talking about static electricity because it is that time of year.
Yes, it's kind of sticking to us and it feels sort of crinkly, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed, like, I don't know if you have any wool blankets on your bed, but sometimes if you get in bed in the winter and the lights are out, you ever seen sparks in your covers?
I saw so many last night. It was insane.
So, yeah, that's static electricity. And we're going to kind of play. I mean, that's the fun thing about static electricity. You can play with it. And as Kelly said, this time of year is the time to do it. So what is going on about static electricity? Where does it come from? Well, I will tell you, of all the stuff in science, I probably understand electricity the least. I don't know. My father-in-law was an electrical engineer, and he tried to teach me about it, and it just didn't stick in my brain. But I will tell you this, that everything, of course, is made of atoms. We know that. And the atoms contain particles with electrical charges in them. They have particles called protons, and they carry a positive charge. And protons don't move around, they just stay right where they are. Atoms also have particles called electrons. And electrons carry a negative charge, and they move all over the place. So static electricity is created when things rub together and those electrons jump from one thing to another, and set up kind of they kind of line up, and they attract and they push and they spark. They do all kinds of stuff. So it's the electrons that are transferring from one thing to another that causes all this stuff to happen. And we have a lot of really good books here at the library on electricity. If this is something you're interested in, give us a call or send us an email, and we'll send you some books on it. You can learn a little bit more about it. Maybe you can understand it better than I can. But what we do know is there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with static electricity, and that's what we're doing today. We're going to do some science play.
Yes.
So we're start with balloons?
Yeah.
Start with balloons? Balloons are one of the easiest things that you can use to demonstrate static electricity. Now, most of our sweaters and socks are made out of cotton and nylon and synthetic materials, but there's still a few things made out of wool. And this is a little jacket that I have. I love it. It's made out of something called boiled wool.
Mmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. It is a nice jacket. I got this at Goodwill. Yeah, like for $2. I love it. I love it. And this is a great thing. You want to do one?
Yeah.
Kelly's got a wool sock.
I have wool socks.
Her dad gave her these lovely wool socks.
Yeah.
But if you have anything made out of wool, or some socks, or a sweater, or just even some pieces of fabric, you can rub the balloons with them. And if you get enough balloons, you can kind of make yourself into a walking balloon person.
Yours already pulling towards the balloon. Yeah.
So,
Woo!
yes.
Can it stick to my sock? I don't know. I mean,
You want to use my other arm and rub my? You want to use my wool sweater?
Yeah.
Wool jacket.
Let's see. Oh. There we go.
And there's a funny thing that the balloons do when they're both charged, is they come on stick to each other.
Yeah, they're supposed to go away.
They're supposed to go away. There.
Yeah.
Ah! I can't tell.
Mary Lou's balloon really doesn't want to be with my balloon.
I can't tell if it's because it doesn't like your balloon or because it's
Pulling towards your wool
Yeah.
sweater. I feel like I have a sock puppet.
Quit sticking to me. Balloons are carrying a lot of electrons. The electrons repel each other, right? But
no, they're. Oh well, now it's just stuck to me.
All right. Well, get yourself some balloons and get these bad boys charged up.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna hang on to my balloon here.
Because you're gonna do the salt and pepper.
Yeah. So, if you get yourself a plate and just fill it with regular table salt and some ground pepper, I'm gonna take my nice charged balloon here. And let's see what happens. Ooh! I really hope you could hear that. I don't know. It is just... Whew! Look at that. It just flew right up to the balloon. Hopefully it didn't look like I was just touching the balloon to the paper, because that was not what was happening.
You can hear it. I don't know if you were able to hear it or not. Put it back down there and see if you can. Can you hear it jumping up and hitting the balloon? It sounds like rain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another fun thing that you can do.
Get it. Now it's raining the other way. Balloons. All right. Would you like to do the honors with the
What, the water?
the water?
Yeah, I would. Okay. So another item that you can electrically charge is a comb. And this is just an ordinary plastic comb. And you know, if you've got really fine hair like mine and you try to comb it in the winter, it's not very pleasant. Like you can hear it crackling and it flies all over. I have really fine hair.
Oh, I have thick hair and it does the same thing.
Does it really? Okay. It certainly does it with fine hair. But I am going to charge this comb, and I'm going to just do it by putting it in my sweater. We have a camera woman in here that is just acting like a clown back there.
She's playing the violin.
She's making fun of us while we're doing these things. A lot of times to get a good charge, you need to rub it for about a minute. You might even want to time it and be sure that you rub
We'll
it.
go ahead and charge our next thing.
Yes.
It's still a little charge from earlier, but
Yeah. So. So, I have got a cup, and I took a screw and put a hole in the bottom of it. You can even do this at a faucet if you just run a real gentle stream of water. I'm going to fill the cup with water and just create a little stream here. And if you watch, because my comb is charged, it's drawing the water. It's like I'm combing there. Can you see it jumping there? Oh, it's lost its charge. Let's see if I can do this one more time. Until you're home now, you're all going to be walking around rubbing things like this all day. Okay, let's see if I can do it one more time. It doesn't have quite as good of a charge now as it did before. But you get the idea. Get your comb really charged and you can get it to move the water. It works with the salt and pepper too. If you charge your comb and put it with salt and pepper, it looks like you've got really bad things in your comb.
Ah, head lice.
Yes.
Ugh.
What are you going to say it? So this,
Not close enough.
this next thing is an activity you'll enjoy if you like shocking yourself.
Yeah, or maybe shocking a friend.
Yeah.
Be careful. It's not a big shock.
It's a mild
for
one.
any
It's
adult
very
out there.
mild.
Don't worry. Not telling you to fry your friend. Okay.
So tell them what you're doing.
All right. So I am charging my plate, and as you can see, it's pretty darn charged.
And that is a styrofoam plate.
It is.
That's
yes.
important.
Yes. Well, maybe I uncharged it by doing that. Let's charge it a little more. Oops. And I'm thinking we should do this up by the microphone, Mary Lou, to try and...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so while I'm charging this, I'll talk some more. So we have taken a tin pie pan here, Miss Mary Lou, the camera. All right. And we hot glued a styrofoam cup to it so that we have something that is, grounded. There we go, that you can touch and not mess with the charge.
Right. And so this is going to be like your handle for the
Yes.
pan after you charge the pan.
All right. That's better. All right. Put that there. And we put that there. And then you touch it. Little charge. And then let's see.
Here, gotta get rid of this here. Okay.
Yep.
Hang on.
Oh, well, it cracked. I don't know if that showed up on our, if that, hopefully you heard that right up in the microphone there, but yeah. So, and you can also, if you still got your styrofoam plate, once you charged it, you can charge it again pretty well. So we will put it down, make sure you touch the pie pan. You should hear a little bit of a crackle there too. Pick it up.
Move the plate at least a foot away.
Yeah. And, let's see. Woo! Snap!
Yes. And sometimes, if you get a good enough charge, we were not able to duplicate this yesterday and today, but I have done it before. You can cut out the lights and actually see a spark when you touch it.
May also just not have been dark enough in here.
Could be. We've not been able
It's
to
pretty
replicate
bright.
that, but play with it and see if you can get a spark to actually occur.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our last activity is
so we've got these little styrofoam vase filler ball things, and we've wrapped them in tin foil, aluminum foil, I suppose I should stop talking.
And
tin
where did
foil.
we get these styrofoam balls? Do you remember, Roseanne?
The dollar store?
Like the dollar
Tree.
One of them, yeah.
So styrofoam tends to be very expensive if you go to like craft stores and buy just plain styrofoam. But this is another good way to buy them real inexpensively is if they're like
They're covered in glitter, but
Yeah.
they work just fine.
They work just fine. That's right. So
we took them and we covered them in foil, and we have got. Let me move that. This one may be a little harder for you to duplicate at home. We've just got
it's a box.
a box lid. We have put tin foil, again, aluminum foil, you need to stop saying that, in the bottom of the box there. And we've got this big lucite, this is a sign holder thing. I bet you, though, if you had a plastic picture frame cover, that would also be a way to do it at home. And we've got our little styrofoam balls wrapped in foil on top of here. And we have a PVC pipe, and Miss Mary Lou is charging it with her wool sweater.
That's right.
Oh man, you can just hear the
It is
static. It is
crackling.
great.
So I'm gonna do this for a minute, guys. So just
Yeah.
hang in there. Anybody want to
Yeah.
sing and dance?
Sing and dancing now.
Sing and
Okay. So while Miss Mary Lou's doing it,
Got about 40 more seconds, guys.
you think about what you think's gonna happen when we put this PVC pipe over these little styrofoam balls.
And just so you all know, where do we get all this stuff? We get it from Pinterest. We go to Pinterest, type in science experiments, static electricity, and there, I found a great video with a whole bunch of things you can do, and that's where we got a lot of this stuff. So
That's where we got the idea to use PVC pipe
Right.
that we found in our closet.
in our closet.
Because, why not?
So we encourage you, if you want to do more with this, to look on Pinterest and just type in experiments with static electricity. Okay. So, dance with me. It is not doing.
Oh, there they went.
Whoop.
Whoop. Whoop.
The little guys just, they kind of.
They fly.
I don't know why some do and some don't. Like, I don't know why this guy
That one is really
is
happy.
really active. And the others are not. Well, this is just not exciting at all.
No. Where's your comb? That worked real well
You wanna
earlier.
use the
Oh, it's
comb?
over here. Let's do it. Let's see. Science. Sometimes you have to test it multiple times.
If we were really good scientists or really real scientists, we would want to think about why it works sometimes and why it doesn't. There's things called variables.
Form your hypothesis.
Yeah, and variables are the different factors that affect your experiments.
I can hear it crackling. So let's go ahead. I don't know how charged it is, but
Well, poo.
nope, nada. Oh. Well, it wiggled. That's not exciting.
So we challenge you to try this one at home.
We made it work the other
Well,
day.
it worked earlier this morning. We were in here playing with it earlier this morning.
Yeah.
So work with it, see what you can get it to do. Check out those videos on Pinterest. and see if there's some other things that you can do as well.
Yeah. Check out some books if you're curious. Give us a call. Email us.
So February, when we come back for science, we're going to work with the science of color.
Yes. And otherwise, we will see you next week for book bites.
Book bites, right.
Bye.
Enjoy the snow. Ooh, yeah. Bye, guys.